Automotive journalist Petrina Gentile joins us from Toronto at the Nissan Studio. It's a pop-up store at Yorkdale with a sneak peek of some new EV products coming. Good to see you, Petrina.
Great to see you too, Bob.
Good to see that we had the recent announcement en route locations will have more chargers, and nice to see the infrastructure growing in Ontario. We talked about that in your last visit, and certainly the entire industry is transitioning. So seeing as how it's a Nissan pop-up, let's start with Nissan.
That's right. Nissan is the company that first brought us the mass-produced electric vehicle with the Leaf back in 2010, and they since then have sold over 500,000 of them. Now they're bringing their second electric vehicle. This is a Nissan Ariya, and it's a compact crossover SUV, and it's built on a completely different platform and really gone upscale. You'll notice a Nissan badge in the front. This is all blacked out because you don't need air vents. You don't need to cool down an engine because there is no engine underneath the hood. And then you charge it here. Now you have a choice of front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, a long range or a standard range battery. With the long range, you can get up to 480 kilometers of range, and you would just plug it in here like you would a regular, dryer outlet. On a dryer outlet, it'll take about 10 to 14 hours to charge. And then you have the battery at the bottom here. And because it's at the bottom, it means there's a lot of space and a good leg room at the bottom, a flat cabin floor, and even the cargo space is pretty large too. There's even a divide and hide system here, so you can hide your belongings from wandering eyes, which is kind of nice. And I have to quickly show you the inside because it's very upscale but minimalistic. So you can see there are two screens. There aren't many buttons or dials. There are haptic switches, icons that are built right into the wood paneling. And this is actually going to come to Canada this fall. We don't know the price yet, but we'll find out shortly.
Okay, with the right-hand drive, obviously, that came from across the pond.
That's right, Japanese spec product. But in Canada, we'll have the left-hand drive.
Yeah. Where are they being built, by the way? Do you know?
These are built in Japan.
Oh, okay. And that's something Ontario would like to see as well down the road, getting EV production here as well. All right, let's shift to Toyota.
Toyota, I mean, they've been sort of all over the map with plug-ins and fuel cell vehicles. This is their first all-electric vehicle that they're bringing to market. It's the BZ4X. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but a really neat looking vehicle. Also available front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive configurations. This will have a range up to 400 kilometers and lots of technology. It'll even have a digital phone, a digital key that you can use. So you can use your smartphone to open and close the doors and even start the vehicle. This one is actually going to go on sale in the spring, and I'll be test driving it in California in a couple of weeks. So we'll see how it does.
Nice. Of course, a lot of manufacturers are scrambling with the success of the Lightning F-150, all the pre-orders that are going for that. So Chev has come up with an EV version of the Equinox SUV.
Right, and this is part of their ambitious plans. You know, they want to bring out 30 electric vehicles by 2025, and this is one of them. Interesting with this, though, they are actually positioning it to come in around $35,000, which will make it cheaper than the Bolt and one of the cheapest electric vehicles in Canada. So that's a real positive sign to see those prices coming down.
Well, that would qualify for subsidies, wouldn't it?
Exactly, yes. So depending on where you live, provincial and the federal subsidies. So that can really bring down the price. So that's not going to come out until the fall of next year. So we have a little bit of time for that.
Okay, you mentioned you got a California trip coming up from California, but it will be arriving in Canada, the Fisker Ocean.
That's right, and you might remember the Fisker name. Henrik Fisker tried to do electric vehicles before. He went bankrupt in 2007, so he's back with this Ocean. And this vehicle, again, will be front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive configurations, a range of up to 560 kilometers. This is going to be built in Austria at Magna Steyr, which is a subsidiary of Magna International, the Canadian auto parts giant. Yeah, so there's a Canadian connection there. We don't know the price yet, but Fisker is saying it's going to come in under $45,000, so it can also qualify for those provincial and federal rebates, and that will go on sale next year as well.
Okay, fantastic. We'll link up all your socials too for more great information on what's coming down the road. Petrina Gentile, good to see you as always.
Thanks, Bob.